right. Welcome back. Topic of the day: Final Four and torpedo bats. Torpedo bats. That's a cute. Who came up with that?
The Yankees.
Of all the things you could call it, torpedo bats. Why not call them like Bronx bats or fucking Babe Ruth bat? You know, something cool like a Yankees thing.
Bruiser bats.
I'm assuming that the Yankees came up with this. It's a Yankees thing. No, it's not. Well, then what is it then? Where'd it come from?
Well, people were using it last year, not just the Yankees.
Ooh.
It just didn't get big
Okay.
until recently.
Okay, but nobody is taking advantage of it like the Yankees are. They have scored 34 runs in the past 2 games, hanging them up against the Milwaukee Brewers, which happen to be my team.
Right behind you.
Yeah, we're off to I think a 1-4 season. It might be defeated, right?
Who?
The Brewers? I don't even think they've won a game yet.
Y'all are 0-6 right now.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all are 0-6.
Good
I'm
Lord.
telling you.
All right, show's over.
Astros are
here.
2-1.
We'll come back when we get a win.
Astros are 2-1, baby.
2-1. How are they 2-1 and we're 0-6? They just hadn't played their games or what?
No, y'all total like both y'all's teams. You're
0-3. Okay.
Yeah, we're
I was about to
0-3.
say,
Y'all two are both
0-6.
Yeah.
We'll look at the competition we're playing. We probably won't have to play the Yankees ever again for the
We're
rest
playing
of
the Mets.
Hmm?
Mets are supposed to be pretty damn good.
I know.
Y'all are playing the other
Hey.
team, and nobody
Yeah,
cares
you're
about the Mets.
helping me out.
That's right.
The only one cares about the Mets is Frank the Tank. Buster Olney hates the Mets, apparently. But yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. We really haven't really figured out what the torpedo bats are. The exact definition is what we're looking for. Now, is this a loophole or is it something they've never seen before?
Loophole.
A loophole. Okay, so I'm assuming,
It's legal.
yeah, they
It's
can't
all
change the
legal.
rules because the rules have already came out. The season's already started.
After you put up 34 runs in 2 games, yeah, they might change the rule.
I don't think they can in the middle of the season. I really don't think they can.
It's crazy because they said in this article people were
The
doing it
Yankees
last
said if somebody's gonna beat the Dodgers this year. What the Dodgers are doing is fucking illegal. Like that should be illegal. Like I get it, they're staying in salary cap and everything, but
They're not.
Yeah, they're not. They're way over.
Well.
Super over.
well, nobody's stopping them. So what they're doing must be legal.
Because they could pay it.
Yeah, because they got the money. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
1.1 billion in deferred payments, right?
Yeah, and
Dodgers?
they're robbing Shohei Ohtani. Like I get it, he's gonna get paid for years, but they're only giving him what, like $2 million a year now or some shit like that. And I guess he can retire and then still draw a check from him for the next 10, 15 years or 20 years. If I was him, I'd just go back to Japan. I mean, you already signed the deal, right?
Or
There's probably something that says if you leave for Japan, we're not going to pay you.
Oh, you think so?
I would think so. I mean, you think you just leave?
Is that
off
a
the
bit of
face the earth?
racism I sense right there, Dustin?
Well, I mean,
What's so bad about Japan? Why
Ricky
can't people get paid in Japan?
Ricky Williams went to Australia. They didn't pay him.
Ricky Williams, the running back Ricky Williams, or?
Mm-hmm. He went and lived in a tent in Australia. Remember that?
he
Yeah.
was smoking dope.
Yeah, he claims the reason he did so well when he came back with the Dolphins was because he was able to smoke weed. I believe it, though. I believe it. He did say it made him feel better because, I don't want to get into the whole CT and all that shit, but it's like a natural medicine when you're hurting after a game, Who says a guy can't spark up after a hard-fought day? That's like telling you can't come home and drink a beer after a hard day's work,
I was thinking the same thing. You personally, you think at your job you can smoke weed and be like?
I don't think so because
functional?
no, because I have to watch stuff and shit can happen in a chain reaction at my job. So I don't think I could personally. I'm not a very good weed smoker. I know there's a lot of great weed smokers out there. I know guys
highly
that
functional?
are highly functional
Yeah.
weed smokers that can operate vehicles, heavy machinery. Like the warnings don't mean shit to some of these guys, but it's just a matter of time until it's all legal anyway. Now, if weed was made illegal.
Made legal.
If it was made legal, sorry. Like I know we're in a time where weed is like legal in certain amounts, right? Like a certain amount of THC, and then you could have a certain amount on you, and this and that. But I read an article the other day, and this is no bullshit. I read an article the other day that if weed was somehow made legal everywhere, then the United States would somehow turn that into some kind of cash crop or some shit to where they could, the FDA would be like taking control of it. So. It was pretty interesting. It's a long whole thing y'all can read. I'll send you the article, but it was kind of funny thinking about it.
JFK was gonna make it legal.
whenever we smoked weed for the first time when we were kids, like we thought we were so cool, like, oh, we're doing something illegal, and now you can just go buy it at a convenience store. Crazy. Times have changed, man. Times have changed. We've seen a lot. We were alive before cell phones. We were alive after cell phones, before the internet, after the internet.
We're like in the middle, like the
Yeah.
best generation.
Exactly.
of,
And
hey,
we saw a Triple Crown winner. Miggy Cabrera won the Triple Crown. So did, was it War Emblem that won the Triple Crown? The horse?
I think so.
I think it was War Emblem, or it was the other one that started with an A. One of those. And then Jamar Chase and Cooper Kupp both won Triple Crowns, and I'm just automatically going over the sports of all the things that we've seen. But yeah, I remember when the
Spurs
internet,
dynasty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and the fall.
Yeah, before and after.
Patriots dynasty and the fall.
Hey, Deflategate, we saw that too. Hey, Attack on the Twin Towers. I mean, that wasn't cool, but just something.
Was it real?
Man, I could go all day about euthanasia.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, let's get back to it. All right, Final Four set. All number one seeds for the first time since 2012. Somebody tell Scott to call me, or tell Scott to call.
Yeah.
This
guy had one job.
Is it 2012? The last time all number one seeds?
I don't know.
Okay, look it up. You got the computer right there.
Y'all
Look it
told
up.
me.
I believe he said 2012 or
2016. One of
Yeah, it's in between there. Also a great time to be alive. 2012 to 2016. That was a great time to be alive. Think of the things that happened in 2012. We were 22 through 26.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure some cool shit happened between those years. And COVID, we saw a nation's pandemic too, a worldwide pandemic. What are you gonna tell your kids, Dustin, when they ask, "Daddy, were you alive during the pandemic?"
I'm say hell right. You're damn right.
Hell right.
I don't know why I said that.
Hell right.
Hell right.
Hell right.
Hell right.
Yeah,
That's all we're gonna say.
I remember.
Mark it down, dude. Hell right.
Hell right.
I don't know where that came from. I've never said that in my life.
I'm gonna make sure to say
Hell right.
hell right.
I think I was trying to say hell yeah, damn right, or something like that.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah. We had a guy at work that used to say that. Oh, hell yeah, fuck yeah. Or no, he said, oh, hell fuck yeah, is what he said.
Yeah.
Great dude.
Anyway.
Great dude. I hated him, but he's a great dude. All right. Did you figure out what it was? First time since what? 20. Nobody's got an answer.
No one's got it.
Nobody's got an answer. You're just stalling our show right now, Austin. All you had to do was Google it. You didn't have to look it up on Twitter or Reddit. Oh, what am I going to do? 2008.
Wow.
2008. So we're 28. 2008. Our first year of college. Great year. Look at that. All the shit we lived through. We've seen 2 tournaments with all number one seeds make the Final Four.
And
all right.
Only time ever.
That's the main thing about this show
Look at those freaking powerhouses, though.
and what a lot of people are. Welcome to the show, Scott. You there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Now, why is it all number ones have made the Final Four? We did kind of touch on it about how the transfer portal and the people with the most money are the ones that are going to get these great players from these lesser teams. So nowadays, I feel like if you go to college and play basketball somewhere at a decent college, you're looking to pursue basketball as a career, you're really not playing for the NBA those first couple of years. You're playing so that you can look good to go to a bigger college and make more money now. And on to the NBA after that. If you don't make it to the NBA, at least you made your money. Yeah, I'm all for it. We're all for kids making their money, right? We're all for everybody making money. But is this gonna throw a little wrench into our NCAA tournament, which we love so much? I mean, we love the upsets, we love the buzzer beaters. We love a good 8 or 9 seed making the Final Four, even 10, 12 possibly. I know that rarely happens, but even a 5 or 6 seed, a team that's not supposed to make it. But the tournament went accordingly. I'm not sure what the record was for favorites, but I'm sure it was something ridiculous as far as covering also. But I'm pretty sure in this Elite 8 round today, all the favorites covered. Houston covered. Michigan State did not cover, so the spread was 5. Auburn won by 6, so they covered also. Duke covered yesterday. And who was the other game? Florida
and Texas Tech.
They didn't cover.
No, they didn't.
I don't think Florida covered. They won by 5.
Yeah, because it was 7.
Yeah, so Texas Tech 1 out of 4. So, anyway, I guess, the right teams made it. But what do we? Is there any talk about what's gonna happen here? Are we just gonna keep it the same? Is it even worth making it 64 teams when you know you're not gonna really do anything as far as going deep rounds in the tournament?
They have to.
Have to what?
You have to keep it the same because, like you said.
Yeah, I know I get that, but is it something that those teams are like when you're in, you got a chance.
Yeah, you got a chance.
Nowadays, there's like super teams everywhere.
You got a chance, but let's show off your superstars on the smaller teams, and then we'll go pick them off.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, one by one.
And that's what sucks about these schools. Like, it's almost like, why even have your... I don't think it'll get to this, but why even have your basketball program? All we are is like a minor league for these bigger conferences.
Absolutely.
And it's kind of shitty. And these smaller conferences and smaller teams, they can't afford to pay these guys what Big Ten, SEC, ACC are paying them. So, I mean, it even took a lot away from the ACC because I'm pretty sure the Big Ten and the SEC have more money than the ACC, correct?
Yeah, they've invested more in it, in basketball.
So,
and the ACC, what everybody, all those analysts say is like the ACC kind of rested on their laurels, like because of like they were big brands in the past, like besides the Dukes of the world, but like they were like
North Carolina too took a step back.
That's what I'm saying. Like they rest on their laurels, saying like, okay, these kids are going to come here because we've always been like a big brand and a big name, and we've been pretty good. Mm-hmm. Well, now that's not the case. They're like, well, show me the money. Like, I'm not just going to come there because y'all went to the Louisville. We went to the Elite Eight in whatever year or won the national title with Rick Pitino that year.
Exactly.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, that's
that was the next thing I was going to bring up here after we talked about the Final Four. Scott, any comment on that? What do you think? What do you think the solution is for this? Do we have a salary cap as far as NIL goes?
That's coming apparently.
But is it the same salary cap with the same conferences? Like, obviously your Power 4, Power 5 or whatever, are they going to have the same salary cap? And then
That's the thought.
Yeah. And then your Mountain West of the world and your Southeast Conference, the Southwest Conferences, are they going to have a smaller salary cap? I don't.
And basketball?
No, you just got to give everyone the same.
Yeah.
Baseball?
You're pretty much printing money at that
lacrosse. Like, how do you spread that out?
Yeah, well, there's really no money in college lacrosse.
Oh, bullshit.
In maybe some areas of the world, but not.
Name the number one.
Yeah, you tell me the last time you saw a sold out lacrosse college game.
Duke.
Huh?
Duke. At that one frat party.
I take that back.
Yeah.
You know, Mubi from Barstool. She played lacrosse in.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Scott.
Oh my God!
What did you say?
The Duke lacrosse rape scandal.
God.
Remember that?
Oh God!
But it wasn't real. Like, it was all a made up story.
Yeah, no, and OJ didn't do it either.
No, for real. This one was like legit.
They raped that girl. Absolutely, they did.
No, they did not.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to kind of throw that off there. No, they came out. They came out and said that it was all just a hoax, right? Like that girl made all that shit up to try to get money. Yeah, I just want to clear that up for people listening. Yeah. We're not making a joke out of somebody getting raped. As funny as Austin thinks that is, like that's it's not funny. But no, back to the whole salary cap thing. What's an ideal number for salary cap when it comes to that?
From what I've heard, it's going to be up to the school to divvy up how they want to do it between their sports, like each sport. So like they're going to get a certain amount from like the TV contract.
That's a good idea.
And then the school's going to have their choice, like, hey, how much do you want to use of this on football? Which is going to be football, basketball mainly. Those are the big two that get the most eyeballs.
Baseball. Some baseball schools, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to depend on like what the school's priority is. Seriously,
what is it going to be?
Yeah, football's number one in
football's the moneymaker, obviously.
Big Ten and SEC is football.
going to have a big
That's
equestrian
salary
cap.
That's what I was going with.
Well,
hey, I'm a big donor for Texas. What the hell do I want my money to go to? Like, football.
Well,
I don't think donors get a choice when it comes to that.
The structure that we're talking about with this is like the money from the TV dollars that the school's getting. Like, let's say Austin's a big donor to Texas State, right? He's still going to be able to give money to whoever he wants to, but they're talking about like the revenue sharing model, basically. Like the players are going to get a certain amount of those TV dollars, and they're going to split it. The school's going to split it up amongst essentially the huge chunk of it between football and basketball. And everybody, from what I've heard, it's going to be heavier leaning towards football, like 80-20 maybe football. dependent upon the school and all that.
And fuck the other sports.
I just pulled an article
Softball.
up right here that the NIL salary cap is not going to be, but kind of a number they've thrown out there to look at is 20.5 million.
Yeah.
A salary cap of 20.5 million spread across the power conference schools.
Yeah.
Okay. Negotiating between all athletes, basketball,
Yes.
baseball, this and that. I would think football would need more money. They have more players on the team. So depending on how they share all that money, basketball, you think about it, there's only 10 to 13 players on each basketball
Forgot
team.
about Livy Dunn.
No, I'm
Like all
yeah, no, I get that, but
gymnastic, all the
yeah, I'm just
TikTokers. And
covering like the
yeah.
the main three,
Yeah.
which are baseball, football, and basketball. Maybe up north, hockey's a little bit bigger
Yeah.
when it comes to that. So
That's not saying Livy Dunn can't still go make a shitload of money on Instagram.
Yeah.
All that's saying is like
no NIL.
Yeah, but
But
that's
she makes the most NIL money.
she makes a lot.
but she has to get there first.
But what I'm saying is like the revenue sharing model it's basically appropriated based off of the sport and eyeballs and all that stuff. Like how many people are watching gymnastics?
I've never seen one gymnastics
That's
thing
exactly.
on TV.
Yeah, well, they don't care. They don't care about Livy Dunn doing gymnastics. It's just all about her face. Like she's
Yeah.
getting lotion commercials and
Well, she's a
fucking-
Sports Illustrated swimsuit model.
exactly stuff like that.
But
So
she's still getting like a bunch of that NIL money. So
She is.
that coming from that budget they
Yeah,
were talking about?
No,
Or
no.
some
Most
of it may
will not be.
but when she got famous, they probably said like, hey, we'll give you this much to stay here. It ain't going to be 20, 30 million. She makes that 15, 20 million through endorsement deals that she gets. It ain't so much from the school.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to read this article here, but the Buckeyes raked in more than 251 million of revenue last year. Maryland at 107. And I think this goes to it goes with your TV deal kind of thing of
Yeah.
what they made as far as the entertainment aspect
Yeah.
of it and how much they got dished out. But it'll be more clear in a couple years, I think. I know that Buzz Williams this year was trying to tell the guys from the crowd from A&M not to rush to court because they get fined, and I guess that those fines get taken out of that NIL money. So when that shit happened with Texas throwing shit on the field, did that come out of there?
It was an athletic budget. Yeah, they got fined like what $400,000, something like that,
Yeah,
$500,000.
like $500,000, which they probably made more than that just off that game. So nationally televised.
Speaking of Buzz Williams, did you see he went to Maryland apparently?
yeah, I just saw that right here. Yep.
just now?
You know
Like
what's
the other
crazy
day.
is Mark Turgeon left A&M to go to Maryland, and now Buzz Williams is leaving A&M to go to Maryland.
Is Maryland a better job than A&M?
I think so. I think
do?
so. Yeah, I think it
makes
is.
The Elite Eight.
Yeah, Maryland won a national championship in I think the late 2010s or
Yeah,
the
they
late
did.
early
Remember that.
2000s. Yeah,
Scott, is Maryland a better job than A&M?
basketball. He's talking basketball.
No, probably not.
I wouldn't think not football, but basketball. I would think when it comes to like the storied part of basketball, I think Maryland would be a better one.
It is in the Big Ten also. They have that huge TV.
Yeah.
Have that huge TV contract. They have the biggest one out of everybody right now.
So
SEC's right there too.
Well, with the right coach, A&M can easily surpass Maryland next year.
Bring back Gillespie.
where did Maryland's head coach go to? The one that left.
I don't know. I didn't even know the job was open.
Coach leaves. He went to Villanova,
Okay.
and the who was the guy that left for Xavier? Who took the Xavier job we were talking about?
Texas guy.
The Texas? No, was it the Texas coach?
The Texas
Oh yeah,
coach
because he
left.
lost.
Damn.
Yeah.
The
No, the Xavier coach went to Texas.
yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Somebody took the Xavier job though. I don't remember who it was.
It was
The guy from Drake took the Iowa job.
yeah, correct. Okay, I was thinking of him, but
Here,
it's,
let me
it's
look
not
it
him.
up. Xavier head coach. Or why am I doing this, Austin? You should be doing this.
I'm looking
Everyone's calling him a traitor and a sellout. Willard.
Well, he's from the. I think
Willard,
he's from the
yeah.
Northeast. Willard is his name. Okay, so
Yeah.
Sean Miller is the Xavier head coach now.
No, Sean Miller's at Texas. He just left for Xavier.
What?
Yeah,
I guess they don't have a coach then. They haven't hired one.
They might not have hired one yet.
Oh, Richard Pitino. That's
Oh
who-
yeah. We were just talking about.
Oh,
Yeah, we
that's
were
just-
talking
that's
about
right.
this
That's
earlier.
Talking about Patino, yeah.
We were talking about it downstairs, and we were like, we had it all sorted out, and then we just got all mixed up again. Okay, let's get back to the basketball thing. Florida, Duke, Auburn, Houston. You got Auburn and Florida playing, so at least one SEC team's going to go. And then you got Duke and Houston playing in the other game. Who is the favorite out of here? Florida didn't look great.
They did not.
Against Texas Tech. They were down
Down
for a little while in that game. They did go on a run there toward the end of it. But I think when it comes to overall talent, I think Florida is better than Auburn. They're faster. They score more points. I was looking at points per games and all that. But Auburn does play a little bit better defense. They're a little bit longer. They guard well on the perimeter.
They couldn't miss today.
Yeah,
Auburn's good.
The player of the year also comes from Auburn too. So it's just, I think it comes with the fact is Auburn going to be able to slow Florida down?
It all comes on who we're going to bet on.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the opposite.
We got to see the point spread first. But if Auburn can slow Florida down, I mean, possibly could work out because you got to think about they've been playing 2 games every weekend. The past
It's going to be 5.5 or 6.5, I bet.
Florida is a 2.5-point favorite over Auburn.
I'll take Florida all day.
All day.
Yeah.
Duke is a 4.5-point favorite over Houston.
Give me that all day.
I'll
too.
take Houston all day.
What?
No.
I
Get
like-
him out of here.
I agree with you, Scott.
No. I think
Yeah,
Duke is going to
Duke haters.
I'm not
destroy
impressed
Houston.
with Duke.
You're not?
No
Duke
way.
has destroyed everybody.
Yeah, hell.
Did you see what Alabama did to BYU last week or the week before? And then Duke comes and just destroys Alabama. I think we beat them by 16 points? Alabama put
don't
up
matter.
115 points against BYU. And BYU's not a bad team.
Houston do to BYU.
I don't know if Houston played BYU.
Okay.
Did
Well, then, how are you going to know?
they? Why you been bringing that up then
Yeah.
if it doesn't
Yeah.
matter?
Well, why are you bringing that up? It
I'm
doesn't
bringing it
matter.
up because these two guys are playing.
They
They're playing
just
each other.
Killed Tennessee today. Tennessee was good.
And Tennessee is too slow. They slowed the game down too much. Houston was just too much for them.
I'm
But-
telling you, Houston's got like
Houston is a defensive
they're
team.
good.
They are a
Yeah.
very good defensive team. But is that defense going to hold up against Duke's firepower? They can't. They don't
No.
just need to stop
And-
Cooper Flag.
All right.
And
hey,
Duke's defense.
Yeah. It's,
so last time Houston and BYU played, Houston beat BYU by 20 in the Big 12 championship
Yeah.
tournament in the semifinal.
It has
yeah.
no-
Well, that was before.
Yeah.
That's nothing to do with
NCAA
anything.
tournament.
that was like a month.
I liked it
2 months
better
ago,
when I
a month
said
and a
it.
half ago, right?
It's cooler that Duke beat them by.
That was March 14th when that happened, Scott.
Yeah. See.
Okay.
like
Well, I'm just saying.
recently.
Here's why I think Duke will beat them. Duke's putting up damn near 90 points a game. I know Alabama can score too. If you look at the box scores of past games, it seems like neither one of them play very much defense. But I will give the edge on defense to Houston because they're really good about slowing offenses down. But I don't think they played an offense like Duke yet. I really don't. And
My point is, Duke hasn't struggled like all tournament.
they
It's
did
been-
struggle in the
Yeah.
first half against Arizona. They did, but they finished. The
Finished
game.
the first half strong.
Yeah. If
After
Cooper
that-
Flag stays out of foul trouble,
After that, yeah. Everyone
be hard to
everyone
stop.
else has had trouble
yeah,
during
no.
all their games, at least once or
Alabama
they've been
was down
yeah,
in the
yeah,
second half
down.
to Robert Morris
Yeah.
in the first round. Granted, I know it's the first round of the tournament, this and that, and you take people for granted there, but I still
Why
think
bring it up then? Why even bring it up?
because we're talking about the tournament. We're talking about what's going on in the tournament.
Scott, on January 4th, Houston and BYU played, right? It was at Houston, though. Houston won 86-55.
86 to 55, so they beat them by 31 points.
31 points, yeah.
Oh my
That was back in
Dude,
January,
Houston got
dude.
Better athletes.
I'm just saying it's a
they're
common opponent.
That was
I will
like
say
a
that.
year ago.
defensively.
Well, Duke hasn't played
very
BYU.
good.
They have. They just beat them.
Duke, no,
No,
Alabama
beat them,
beat
and we just
BYU.
beat the shit out of.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry,
I was like,
sorry,
what are y'all
sorry.
doing?
I thought you were saying Duke beat BYU.
No.
No, I just said I know Alabama put up a lot of points up against BYU,
Gotcha,
but
gotcha.
BYU is in Duke, so
Correct.
it's I
I was
think
like, where y'all going with that?
I think Duke's on a
Why?
mission here. Like I really think it's going to be hard to slow Duke down. But like I said, Houston does play good defense. If they can shut them down, I mean,
Cooper Flag only had like what 18, 19 points last game.
only 18, 19 points. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
he's
pretty
the
good to
best-
average
he's a
20 points a
consensus
game.
number one. He's a consensus number one. I think you should at least drop 20 points.
Okay, does anybody
Am
on
I
Houston
right?
average 20 points a game? I'm not
they
sure.
don't have the consensus number one pick.
Let's see here.
They were
I'm
the
just
consensus
saying.
number one during the season. So was Duke, though.
Okay, I know. That's why they're going to beat Duke.
Oh my God. This guy, I think he's just trying to go against us because we picked Duke.
I
No, I
I
already
think
picked
Houston
Duke. I picked
might
Houston.
hang with them. I do.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
Let's put a bet on the show. Me
Yeah.
and you.
I already
Yeah.
picked Houston versus Florida in the.
That's why he's
Yeah.
picking Houston
Okay.
because he's got his bracket
Yeah.
saying Houston over Duke.
But
That's exactly
the
why.
eye test tells me
I test.
The eye test. Fucking
that Houston's gonna win.
Stanford Scott over
And-
here. Stanford Scott breaking
and
down
then-
film, huh?
Dude, if Auburn beats Florida, they're gonna win it.
This is
That-
it's a good Final
Auburn
Four.
has got like NBA guys with like NBA skill talent on there. Like some of the moves they were doing today, I was like, damn, that's an NBA move right there.
They also got a great coach too. Bruce Pearl's been in the game for a long time
Yeah.
too. So, but Kelvin Sampson too. That I would give the edge to Houston when it comes to the coaching standpoint because obviously Coach K's not there anymore. John Shire's only in his third or fourth
He's
year.
still a young guy.
Yeah. So as far as experience and the coaching edge, I would give that to. I definitely give that. Oh, dude had a Kenny Powers jersey on. Did you see that? The Merman. Holy shit. But yeah, no, that's just I think Duke will win it. Am I a little biased because I'm a Duke fan? Yes, absolutely. But since Scott has Houston in his bracket and he chose them over Duke, I mean,
Guess who else in my bracket?
huh?
Duke.
Yeah, I
so,
got
yeah.
Duke.
So yeah, I'm gonna go to war for them.
We need to do a little wager on this then. If
Yeah.
y'all two are gonna take Houston, we'll take Duke.
LJ Cryer. This is the most average points per game guy for Houston. 15.3 a game.
Oh, he was crying today after they won.
Yeah. 15 to Cooper Flag probably averages what? Probably 18 to 22, somewhere around there.
Let's
Now,
see.
hey, now y'all said that he's a consensus number one,
18.9.
18. Okay.
Yeah.
So
and we
19.
talked about NIL.
But you got to think he's only like freaking 18 years old, though.
Yeah, he foregoes senior season.
Yeah.
Does
The
he?
senior year of high
Does he
school,
go
yeah.
to NBA next year?
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
You
yeah.
sure?
You can't take the chance of not going if you're
Really?
if you're Cooper Flag. No, hell no. What if he gets hurt, tears something? I mean, he's going to be number one pick. He's going to be guaranteed a certain amount of money. So, hey,
What if Duke plays him like, hey, $5 million?
the only way I could see him staying is if they maybe lose in some heartbreaking fashion because there's some of those kids that are like, I got to come back for my senior year. I got to win a national championship. It just
Yeah.
depends on how loyal he is. And I know that there could have been other schools that would have paid him more money, but because of Duke and his history with great white players, Christian Leitner,
Yeah.
fucking all
JJ
them other-
Redick.
exactly. I think that could be a reason why. I mean, I could be wrong there. Grant Hill. Grant Hill's one of.
What?
Did you just you? That's a. Yes.
What did he
It's
say?
okay. He said.
Yeah, that's a light-skinned black guy.
That's just that's
Yeah.
a mix. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying
I mean,
Grant Hill's
some
white
might take
because
it
he
as
went to Duke.
offense.
All those
Oh,
in the Fab Five, they were saying Grant Hill, he ain't black, he's white.
So,
Because of that whole Duke thing.
in order for Cooper Flag to stay, I was kind of like looking up rookie contracts. So, what's the scale for the NBA? He's gonna make about 14 to 15 million dollars a year going to the NBA.
Exactly.
So somebody would have to pay him
okay. Well, yeah.
in that
Yeah, he ain't
ballpark.
gonna say.
But he's
There's
gonna
no way.
Listen, that
he's
whole
gonna be the
Duke
number
team
one
is gonna
pick,
be
so they're
different.
he's gonna get a bigger contract.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Their
But
center is very good too. He's gonna go. I bet.
yeah.
Number 7, yeah,
Even
he's
though-
good.
Yeah,
But-
just watching him play, I'm like, oh, this guy's got to get out of here.
Yeah. Nowadays though, like every year you're gonna have a different squad on that team with the whole transfer portal and everything. So we'll see though. It'll be next weekend. The Final Four 2 games are gonna be on Saturday the 5th, and then the championship game, if all goes to plan and Duke makes it, it's gonna be on my birthday. So hopefully I'll try to make it. But if y'all want to ruin my fucking birthday and say Houston's gonna beat them, then I mean that's on y'all. It's not on me.
Is this NIL stuff making, or the transfer and all that, is it making the end better? Like the Final Four and because of the
I
big
agree.
the big
Yeah.
brands are in there.
Whether or not we like to admit it, like we do love a good upset, making to the Sweet 16, Elite 8. But when it comes time to play a well-rounded team, they usually get their ass beat. Okay, it's usually like at least a 10-point win, 15-point win. I can't think of the last time like a really high-seeded team made it to like the Elite 8 and didn't lose by, less than 10, 15 points, yeah. So yeah, I guess it does make it more competitive when it comes to that, and the best teams are in the Final Four, which is what everybody wants to see. So yeah, I guess you can look at it at that point too. So, but the committee was right, I guess, picking these four number
Obviously.
ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was over here saying I thought St. John should have been a number one. They get knocked out in the second round. Good
Yeah.
God. Yeah, maybe y'all are right. Maybe y'all
Good
should take
God,
Houston. I'm over here
Jameson.
fucking saying St. John. So, but yeah, we'll figure out a friendly wager for that. We're gonna figure
for
out.
that.
Yeah. Okay. Other game. Auburn and Florida. Who do y'all think there?
I like Florida.
I had them
I
as
like
my
Florida
national
also.
champion.
Scott, you like Auburn though, correct?
No, I picked Florida.
Oh,
I'm just worried
He's
about
going
Auburn.
about his bracket, not about what I'm asking you.
No,
Let's leave your
I
bracket
picked
out of it.
Florida. Okay. I still think Florida is going to win,
Yeah.
but I definitely think that it's highly possible they get upset, that they lose.
Yeah. No, and this is an
It's
SEC
more
game
likely.
too.
It's more likely
Wait.
than Houston even beating Duke. I
Yeah.
think.
So I guess they are. I mean, they are the favorite since we talked about that earlier.
Florida
Even
is.
though Auburn is the number one overall seed,
Yes.
technically Florida's the favorite.
Yeah. Auburn did more during the season. I guess Florida took a little bit to get going,
Yeah.
maybe, or lost more
Auburn
games.
looked really good today.
Honestly, my bracket I picked Florida, but watching Auburn today, I was more impressed with Auburn.
Dude, and I thought
Yeah, for real.
Auburn was
Same
going to be
here.
the first one that gets knocked out.
Oh,
I did too.
the lock of the day, I put it on Twitter, was the Michigan State Auburn under. That's 4 games in a row. The Michigan State game has hit the under. They've hit the under every game in this tournament. I sent it to
Did you
guys.
send that to what's
Portland?
his name?
Yeah, I put it on Twitter, but I didn't send it
He
to
don't
him.
even open your messages anymore.
After I got the Ole Miss one wrong. I told him
know.
the one I fucked up was Ole Miss money line. I should have just taken the spread because they covered, but after that I was like, well, there goes
What
our
was the
shot.
other one? No, there was another. You sent him two that day.
I sent him Duke, and Duke didn't cover. The spread was 8.5, and they won by 7. So yeah, but we're gonna stick to it. We're gonna figure out something else to send them after college basketball. So
As
hit the
people
books
only
on
care
baseball.
about the lock of the days, though. That's what people only care about, the locks of the day.
Yeah, I put a lock in for Twitter, and it hit. So it was the Michigan State Auburn under, and I was wondering why that was so high. Anyway, it was at 148, and Auburn's a lower scoring team too, as far as defensively goes. So, but anyway, okay. So we
Dude, look at that trend right there.
we all agree.
Last time they played Auburn and Florida. Win, loss, win, loss, win, loss.
I was just like back and forth, basically.
Oh, so they played twice last year. They've only played once this year. Yeah, no, it is back and
Who
forth.
won?
It looks like Florida has the edge.
Florida won last time. So,
When was it? In February? Is
February.
that what I'm seeing?
yep.
Florida beat them. Damn, look at that over
Oh,
under.
that was like
That was in
I
Auburn
wouldn't
too.
read too much into that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Auburn was like they weren't.
Which team do y'all think is more talented? Just watching them.
Duke.
Duke.
No. Florida or Auburn is what I meant.
Oh,
Florida.
um,
Condon.
I think Florida's more athletic, but I think Auburn
If
may
he
be
doesn't
better
get-
coached and
If
and
he
the
doesn't better-
better-
get a freaking
Yeah.
NIL deal from a Trojan, he needs to quit.
who
Condon
Condon.
from Florida.
Oh, you're vouching for this guy right now.
He's a
Condom.
condon.
God, look, what else you got?
Condon.
We need to look that up. Google if that's a racial slur or not, because I just said it. All right. So if we're
Look
not
it
gonna
up on
agree,
your work laptop.
yeah.
Look it up on your work laptop, Austin.
Slur. Yeah,
Yes.
it is absolutely
Huh.
African slur. All right.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna have to edit that out.
Okay.
It's okay. I got it. I got you.
Make
right,
James
so-
do some work.
So if I guess we're not gonna agree on the Houston Duke thing, but what's the most likely Final Four thing? And in our bracket, we had Florida and Duke, and we picked Duke to
Win it all.
win it all. That went off a dart throw. We were split on that too, but that is a really good final. I don't think that spread's going to be very much if Duke and Florida get there. I think if Florida plays Houston, I think Florida would be probably a little bit more of a favorite than what Duke would be. So, yeah, I mean, I would be okay either one. If Duke or Florida won, I think those are the best two teams. So, I think they got it. That'll get it right. So, what's the better final in y'all's opinion? You like to Duke, Florida too?
Duke, Florida.
Yeah.
I don't know. I almost want to say Duke Auburn, just
Duke,
because
Duke, Auburn.
Auburn just was.
Because those were the two best teams all year, with Duke
Just,
and Auburn.
yeah, they just seem like they're playing better than Florida is right now. Florida has that like go get it like
Yeah, they rely on their athleticism,
yeah.
whereas
Like,
you know,
they got
like
down
to
in that-
run and
They got down in that game and like made that hell of a hellacious comeback last night. But I was like,
and
I
then
just don't
Florida
know.
Was down to UConn also, but UConn's
that's right.
UConn. I mean, you can't count out there Dan Hurley there too. So I don't know. They'll get it right. Whichever one it'll be, I'll be happy with either game. I just hope Duke makes it so I can try to make it to the damn game. God, that'd be so awesome. Fucking Duke in the Alamo Dome, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, if we go and I buy you a ticket, Austin, you got to go
Shit.
shirtless and you got to paint your body blue.
We're gonna be in the upper deck. No one's gonna see us.
Now, if you do that, well, I'll see what I can do about getting us some better tickets.
Oh yeah. I'll go shirtless.
Okay. As far as most outstanding player this year in the tournament, who's that award? I guess Cooper Flagg's probably the
I'd say Clayton Jr.
Clayton Jr.
Oh, from
Florida,
Florida,
yeah.
he's been
Yeah.
killing it too.
the point guard. Yeah. Obviously Janiyah Broome.
Yeah,
He's going to be the favorite there. Houston's who's Houston's best player?
that guy just was.
Is it
telling-
Cryer?
Cryer.
Right.
Is it? You stack those four against each other. Obviously, Cooper Flagg's got the edge. So we're just gonna leave it at that. Cooper Flagg, most outstanding player. Book it right now.
For like a team wise.
Just for the tournament, most outstanding player for the
Like,
tournament.
no, I wouldn't say Cooper Flag at all. Like, because the team is better. The outstanding player would go to one of these guys.
I mean, dude, he's still averaging 20-something points a game in this tournament. Like, that's pretty impressive.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't know if
The-
anybody
this
else is
team- that
averaging
team is
20-something
good.
points a game. So if Duke wins, he'll get it. Obviously,
Oh,
to cap
yeah.
off the whole outstanding
Yeah.
player
Yeah.
national championship, first round pick or first overall pick. So, but it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Check it out. Put your bets in. Picks real quick. You got Florida -2. I'm gonna take that one, and then Duke is a 5-point favorite. I believe is what you said.
They're 4.5.
4.5. I'm gonna take the two favorites there. The favorites haven't really let anybody down so far this year. It seems like the safe bet. So, but roll with what you think. Y'all gonna take Houston
I'm
to
gonna
cover that?
I'm gonna take Houston plus 4.5, and I kind of.
Hell right.
Take a money line, Dustin.
Hell right.
Take the money line, Dustin.
I'm tempted on to take Auburn plus 2.5, but I don't know. Florida has like that like go get it edge. They seem like they have that like just can't lose attitude.
They go on runs.
They do.
They rely on their 9-0 runs and 12-0 runs. Like they like to keep it going, keep it running. No timeouts. Just fucking put your head down and get to the basket. So, and they got speed, man. They got speed.
They do.
You can't coach speed.
They're honestly Houston and Florida are kind of similar. I feel like they're just
I mean,
I think
Houston averages 60 points a game. Florida averages 90.
Yeah, I was like,
points a game.
I think they're totally different.
never mind.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But as far and just in that aspect, I mean, you may think different, but I think Houston plays a lot better defense because they also obviously have a better coach. So, but Florida is just run and gun. Houston's kind of good defense.
Put the clamps on you.
Yeah, good defense and a good game plan. So, and that's Coach Sampson's shit right there. Okay, let's move on. Anything else from college basketball? Anything else we got to cover there? Other than the coaching carousel that's going on.
Yeah.
Will Wade's going to NC State. The Drake coach, what the hell was his name?
Ben McCollum.
Ben McCullum, he's going to Iowa. We just found out Buzz Williams going to Maryland. Sean Miller is going to Texas from Xavier. And what was the other ones we were Richard Pitino is going to Xavier. And who went to Villanova? Which one was the one that went to Villanova?
The guy
Willard.
Willard from Maryland went
Maryland.
Yeah.
to. Okay. All right. I'm sure they're not done with that too. Like, shit. These college coaches, they're bouncing around everywhere too. They're finding the money also. So that probably plays a big part in it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know. Couldn't Texas A&M probably pay
We
Hey,
could.
Buzz Williams
We
more than
could.
Maryland?
Maybe where's Buzz Williams from? Like,
He has coached in kind of the Northeast area.
Yeah,
Like
Virginia
also
Tech.
in the Midwest though too, because he coached at Marquette. I think he coached at West Virginia. Now Texas A&M, now Maryland. So mostly up north. Whereas,
trying to go back and get some seasons in his life.
yeah. But I mean, those are the conferences to be in now: Big Ten,
Big Ten, SEC.
ACC. I mean,
No, you can stop right there after the first two.
yeah, I tried to sneak one in there.
Yeah.
Can't forget the Clemson Tigers. You know, they still made the playoff. Or no, I'm sorry, SMU. SMU was the one that made the playoff.
Oh, I also want to talk about basketball.
No, ACC's still up there in basketball. I mean, still got a team in here, dude.
One.
Hey, that's all you need. That's all it takes to win it. One. All right, some deals that happened. Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited. 1 year, $10.5 million to the Giants. Thoughts? Anybody got thoughts on that? What do we got?
He's got to compete with Jameis,
Yeah.
famous Jameis.
Hey, and Tommy Cutlets. Tommy Cutlets.
Thoughts?
Everybody has to
Those
do
freaking
this.
locker room speeches are going to be badass
Eating W.
whenever they're going to.
I just have a feeling Jameis and Russell Wilson, they're two different players. Like, I don't think they're going to become very good friends.
No.
Like, I don't
Not
think
at
they're going
all.
to get that close. They're going to say they are, but Jameis is a big personality. So is Russell Wilson. But as far as personality, I don't think they mesh well together when it comes to those two.
Russell Wilson just seems like a just straight-laced guy. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Bro,
Maybe on
if
the outside.
Jameis protects freaking Deshaun Watson, he's going to be all right with
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Russell Wilson.
they're going to say that, but deep down, I don't think they're going to have yeah. So that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. But Jameis seems like a great teammate, though, regardless. So.
And he's taking what, $6 million, probably $5 million, I think, or $4 million?
He's taking 4, and Russell Wilson's only getting paid 10.
21.
And they're still saving money over Daniel Jones.
21.
Russell's getting 21.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw he's getting 10.5.
Or maybe it's up to 21.
Oh, maybe in incentives and all that. Yeah,
But do they draft one? Draft a quarterback?
I
Are they going
would.
to get Shador?
Well,
Very likely.
or they could trade back. Maybe try to get a pick next year.
I mean, neither of those guys are the quarterback of the future.
Yeah. Stephon Diggs also signed a 3-year deal with your boy
Pats.
Drake May, Austin.
To the Pats.
I have a feeling Stephon Diggs may be a little washed, coming off some injuries. He didn't put up numbers very much when he was healthy last year for the Texans, but C.J. Stroud kind of went into like a little sophomore slump, which, Scott, you predicted that. You were right about that. I don't know the numbers, just a 3-year deal.
3 year, $39 million.
Okay, and then the inevitable, Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers. They have met, I think, a couple times already, but no deal has been reached. If you're the Steelers, what do you do?
I'd sign him.
Sign him.
I think it's.
You sign him.
You have to.
I think you're almost to the point you're
You got nobody else.
Yeah, you're drafting in the late in the first round. Like it's just, I mean, unless they fall in love with like Jackson Dart or somebody like that, you know,
Jackson.
I think even if you drafted Jackson Dart, it wouldn't hurt to have
Rodgers for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's inevitable that he goes to the Steelers. I think it is. He has to. It's gonna look really weird with him wearing those colors, though.
I don't think he plays.
You don't think he's gonna retire?
Mr. Inevitable.
I would be okay with him
I
retiring.
think he's going to
at this
retire.
point.
I would love if he retired.
But the Steelers, I think, can the Steelers protect him? Do they have a good offensive line? They got a decent offensive line, correct?
Yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah, they got a great defense. I mean, but so did the Jets. Apparently, the Jets were supposed to have a great defense last year. I don't know where that actually ended up. But they got. I'm assuming the Steelers starting running back next year is going to be Jalen Warren.
Jalen Warren.
Because Najee Harris, he just left.
Gone, yeah.
I'm not sure if they signed anybody either.
Yes, they did sign someone
You
else.
got DK Metcalf still. You got George Pickens there.
Pickens might be gone.
Yeah. Mike Williams is still there, from what I understand. But
No,
Rodgers ran his ass out of town.
I was like, he got his ass out of New York.
He's following Mike Williams, Scott. He's following him around. So
Mike Williams with the Chargers.
he went back to the Chargers.
Yeah, he did.
Holy
No way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations there, Scott. You got your Mike Williams back. Dude, this guy was in love with Mike Williams back in the day. You wanted him to draft him back in the day. The dude just couldn't stay healthy. He could not stay healthy while he was at the Chargers.
I mean, he was good.
No, he was. When he played, he was a good target.
Williams,
Target.
Johnson.
He got that big contract in his contract year, so because he did well.
Williams, freaking Johnson, McConkey. Oh, man.
Obviously, your number one is Q over here.
Yeah.
Obviously. Come on our show, Q, whenever you get a chance. QJ. But Rodgers in the Steelers colors,
I
I
don't
don't like it either. I don't like it. I don't think I just can't see
Of course,
it.
y'all don't like it.
No, I mean he
you're
went to the
Packers
Jets and
fans.
he was still kind of wearing a shade of green, but at the Steelers, he's not. He doesn't strike me as a Pittsburgh guy.
Is it going to hurt you
The
more
shade
if
of
he goes to the
yellow
Vikings?
Huh?
Is it going to hurt y'all more if he goes to the
I was going
Vikings?
to get
Yeah.
to that in a second.
Because that's apparently still a thing.
Him and Mike Tomlin are kind of. I don't know. I wouldn't say they're close, but they're
seasoned.
acquainted. Like they're pretty
Yeah.
good.
Look at those bats.
Pretty good friends there. But if he doesn't go to the Steelers, the Vikings have not ruled out that they would sign Brett Favre. The Vikings could come out and say, "Hey,
Brett Favre.
I mean Brett Favre."
God damn.
That's how crazy it is. Brett Favre has done the same thing Aaron Rodgers is going to
You
do
can't
if he
remember
goes.
the plays.
Yeah,
Can't remember the plays.
I'm telling you, man, it's got me all. It's like a whole different dimension. Like it's the exact dimension, different time. It's crazy because if he goes to the Vikings, which like I was getting to, the Vikings haven't come out and said J.J. McCarthy's our guy. They have not said it yet. They could easily come out and say it. Would it be a bad idea to bring Aaron Rodgers in just to get J.J. McCarthy get him used to the learning curve there? But at the same time, I can see it ruining J.J. McCarthy's, confidence and, his.
But is he healthy still? Or
No, he's ready. He's ready to go.
He's ready?
Yeah, he was ready to go toward the end of last year.
really?
I believe so. But he had to get. I think he just had to get like a minor knee surgery, or I don't think it was nothing. I think it was an MCL surgery.
I have to look it up.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
See.
But it wouldn't be a bad idea, but I just would fucking hate it. And if Aaron Rodgers goes to the Vikings, I think it's just out of spite that he wants to play Green Bay. And he wants to beat them, just like how Brett Favre did. That's really the only reason I really think Brett Favre went to the Packers.
And I don't think Aaron
went to the
Rodgers is like
Vikings.
that though. Rodgers, that's why I don't think he wants to go to the Vikings.
Aaron Rodgers is the most spiteful, fucking condescending, fucking just I'm gonna do shit my way kind of guy, and I could see this fits him perfectly to want to do that.
To want to go to the Vikings.
You think Aaron Rodgers is a nice guy? Do you think Aaron Rodgers? Absolutely not.
I do.
He wasn't wearing a mask during COVID, so not a nice guy. That was the political correct way of saying things.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway.
What do you think, Dustin? Come on.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, I know Austin thinks he's a nice guy because
Thought he was gonna say, yeah, he should have wore a mask.
because when he was talking, his words were muffled a little bit because his dick was on the other side of Austin's mouth.
Oh, hell right, hell right.
Hell right.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's all I had to say.
Oh, okay. Well, no thoughts on Aaron Rodgers.
I
Going to
mean,
the Vikings, Scott.
Go ahead.
No, he just needs to retire.
Okay. What about like let's say hypothetically they do sign him. How do you feel if you're JJ McCarthy? Do you
I
think
don't
they're
even
doing
think
it for
he'll
his?
beat JJ McCarthy out.
Oh, you think it'll be an open
damn.
competition?
If they were literally both healthy, I don't think he would beat JJ McCarthy out.
Really? Because I know
Yeah,
Aaron
I
Rodgers is
agree.
going to look good on a practice squad anywhere.
Dude, you're throwing
Yeah.
to fucking Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and Hawkinson.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
Sam Darnold, look at Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
He was all pro with those guys.
Yeah.
No, I'm
So
saying
everyone's going to look good.
he's going to look great in practices with the Vikings. So I mean,
Look good in games.
Let's say both of them look
Aaron
great
Rodgers.
in training camp. They're going to go with the seasoned vet over here. Give him one more shot. I think he'll be on a short leash, but
Depends how much they're paying him, too.
and JJ McCarthy seems like a reasonable dude. I don't think he's going to be the guy to be like, get me the fuck out of here. They're
He
signing
wasn't
this
even
guy.
fucking good in Michigan.
Yeah, he ran a pro style offense.
Just a
Is why he
national
got his
champion.
whole. Yeah.
Just a national champion.
Oh,
is
here
all.
we go with
That's
the
it.
hardball glazing. The
Oh, good.
hardball glaze. Here it comes.
Yeah.
There's the other side of the dick.
Yeah.
Going in.
Yeah, you're right. You ain't lying. How's Harbaugh's dick taste, Scott?
Yeah.
He just won a national championship. Is all
Yeah.
he did. Okay, well that's really all. That's really all that happened as far as NFL goes. Other than Micah Parsons wanting to be the
Whoa.
highest paid
No,
non-quarterback
hey,
player.
Hey,
That's not
Here
true.
comes
Here
the
we go,
Parsons
Dustin.
glazing. Rumors is what they are. This is alleged. This is alleged that this has come out. We did get news not too long ago that the Cowboys were possibly trying to deal Dak Prescott. Maybe they knew about this for a little bit and they want to make room for Micah Parsons.
And maybe
So,
Rodgers?
The floor is yours. What do
Maybe
you
Rodgers?
Do what?
Dustin's got to
Oh, man.
make room for Micah Parsons' dick.
think? Oh,
That's right.
you like it the way the dick tastes.
Hey, No, I mean, I don't. I mean, who knows if it's true? I mean, they asked him at one point, like, hey, this offseason, they said something about, like, yeah, I'd love to make $40 million. But, like, he also said during the year that he does not, his goal isn't to be the highest paid player. His goal isn't to be the highest paid player. His goal was to, like, have a good team around him. So, I mean, this is all speculation. He has a podcast, and he's pretty open. I mean, he hasn't, necessarily helped himself sometimes in the media with the podcast of how honest he is.
Oh, shit.
What?
Cowboys trade up to number 2 pick.
You're full of fucking shit.
Yes, that's fake news, just like the shit you're saying is fake news.
Oh.
He's got no fucking loyalty, dude. He's got none. He don't care about the Cowboys. Like,
kind of like Aaron Rodgers.
I get it.
Doesn't care about the Packers.
I just said earlier that he's an asshole. I'm come to terms with that.
Yeah.
But this guy, you think after Miles Garrett signed that big deal, that didn't kind of itch at him a little bit?
I'm going to be the highest paid player.
I mean, come on.
I don't think so.
The rumor was over $200 million is what he wants. That's a rumor. I don't know if that's even possible to pay an outside linebacker.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, dude, when it comes down to it, I know he said, like, I'll take a team-friendly deal. I'll do this and that. The guy's not going to keep losing to just stay with one team. He's got no loyalty. He's from Pennsylvania. I mean, if he played for the Eagles or the Steelers, maybe he would have some. What?
Miles Garrett just did that.
Yeah, but is he ever going to win?
He just did that.
Is he going to win?
No, Miles Garrett did it for the money. For the money, it wasn't loyalty at all. He threw it out in the news that he wants to get out of there because he wants to go win. But money talks. If the Cowboys flash him the cash, of course, Miles Garrett's gonna. I mean, fucking Micah Parsons is gonna stay.
Well, according to that guy who started the rumor about the Dak Prescott thing, he claims that the whole reason that Miles Garrett got all excited to re-sign was that the Browns promised him they were going to try to trade for Dak Prescott.
Whoa, a bunch of empty promises.
That's what that guy claims.
Let me ask you something. Why would Miles Garrett re-sign for Dak Prescott of all people?
I mean, he's a lot better than Deshaun Watson.
I was going to say.
He's way better than Deshaun Watson.
I get it if you're going to get a Joe Burrow or Patrick Mahomes, but
you can't get
a guy that hasn't
guys.
won shit. And look at the history of Miles Garrett. If the writing on the wall, you go to the Browns, your career's done. That's it. It's over with when it comes to quarterbacks. So, I'm not sure I believe that at all either.
I don't know if I believe it at all either, but the guy claimed that was one of the selling points to get him to sign was, hey, we're actually looking at Dak Prescott. We're trying to trade to make this happen. The guy did lead the league in touchdowns 2 seasons ago.
And then after Miles Garrett signed, we have not heard one word
Yeah.
about that Prescott thing. It's over.
No, that was after the fact.
Yeah,
that guy came out and said that.
Yeah, it was like a couple
Oh,
days.
yeah. I mean, maybe he got the news from one of Miles Garrett's people that said, hey, they said that we're going to sign Dak. That's why he signed.
Is there any word? Like, yeah, we'll throw it out in the news.
Yeah.
Just throw it out. We'll throw it out there. But hey,
Miles Garrett gets to training camp. Hey, sorry, dude. We still got Deshaun. He's still our guy. He's still our guy.
it's in the massage.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, man. I mean, it sucks. Yeah, but I don't. I think that shit that he was saying on his show. I know he's got to get views, and all the Cowboys fans probably watch his shit. I think he was saying that shit just to kind of juice him up a little bit. I don't. This guy's putting his life on the line every day. I mean, his career could end, just like that. So that's why these guys want all this money, obviously, so they could be set for life. Whether he gets it Dallas, whether he gets it in Cleveland, anywhere else, that's where he's going to go where the money is. There's no loyalty anymore. Loyalty's over with. It's done. So with all the money that's being thrown around these days, that's money talks is all it is now.
Would you be happy trading Dak and getting that number 3 pick?
Yeah. I'm down to give something a shot. I mean, Dak Prescott's a good quarterback. The problem is he's not good enough for what we're paying him.
Rewind that a little bit. Dak Prescott is a good quarterback.
But he's not good enough for what we're
considered
paying
good?
him. Huh?
What do you consider a good quarterback?
Do you consider a guy who led the league in touchdowns good 2 seasons ago?
2 seasons ago, yeah. I mean,
when he was healthy, he led the league in touchdowns.
okay. Now,
And y'all went.
I've always considered
We lost in the
Dak-
first round. I'm just saying he's good, but he's not great. He's not good enough to carry.
Lost the guy to the guy that was second in touchdowns.
I've always considered Dak an above average quarterback. An above average. Not average, but above average. And it is hard to find an above average quarterback these days.
True.
So, I mean, will it be an upgrade for Cleveland from anybody that they've had in the past 20 years? Yes. But will it all just go downhill again? And then will Miles Garrett be asking for a trade next year once he sees it? If all this bullshit's true. But
Jane Slater came and threw water on it immediately. She's like the main Cowboys beat reporter for ESPN. She was like, "This is absolutely not true," and all this stuff like that. But she went and checked her Cowboys sources, right? Mm-hmm. Why would they come out and say, "Yeah, we're actively shopping Dak Prescott"?
Yeah, after signing him to such a,
you know what I mean? Like, there's no way they're gonna come out and publicly state that.
Yeah, no.
That deal was not recent. It's been a couple of years, hasn't it? With Dak's deal.
This will be year 2.
Okay.
Year two?
I thought you were talking about
Year
trade
2.
talks. This is the first time I've heard trade talks for Dak Prescott.
This is year 2 in the deal. Last year was his first year with this new deal.
Yeah, man. But hey, I mean, anything could happen. Draft's right around the corner.
I'd say, If I was a Dallas fan, get him out of here. Give me that third. Give me that third pick.
Start rebuilding now. You dump fucking $50-something million just off of getting rid of the guy. So
I would literally
still on the hook for some money.
I would trade him for just a draft pick, no other players. Like literally just a pick.
I would ask for two.
As long as you.
Third.
But the other part of that deal would be you have to take on the entire. You have to
whole
take
contract.
Yeah, you got to take on all of
But
this.
with Deshaun Watson's deal, they can't do that.
They can't do it.
I don't think they can, but I think the Browns are maybe the only
Well,
organization.
he restructured his deal, right?
He did for this season. He kicked money back.
Okay.
Basically, he deferred it so the Cowboys could be more active and sign more players. Basically,
Or maybe so the Browns could maybe send him somewhere, and that team won't be on the hook for that much money.
he does have a no trade clause in his contract, so he'd have to okay any trade.
You know what? Send him to Minnesota.
Yeah. That way we kill all these fucking Aaron Rodgers rumors right now. Okay. Naranja. Okay. All right. Anyway, where were we at? Yeah, Micah Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
The guy, dude. You tell me right now, will Micah Parsons sign a big deal to stay with Dallas? And will it be the highest paid defensive player or highest paid non-quarterback deal of all time?
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, because we're so stupid with contracts.
Got a lot of faith in Jerry.
Man,
Dude, I say get rid of the guy. Trade him for get 4 fucking draft picks for him. 4 years in a row or something.
If you can. But if they did sign him to that big deal, that'd probably be the one person that I would sign. Why not?
I don't think it's worth making him the highest paid defensive player.
Why?
He's not leading the league in sacks.
Freaking
He's not even
Trey
close.
Hendrickson. You want Trey Hendrickson
Yeah.
at 36
Now,
years old? Whenever
Don't get me wrong, Micah Parsons is a really good overall player. But to me, if you're gonna ask for the most money from a defense, you're gonna have to at least lead the league in sacks.
Yeah.
If you're actually asking.
what
For
was
So
he,
you think that's the pay they should pay? They should pay.
I say yeah.
Okay. Well,
What?
I think if they're gonna sign anybody to the highest paid deal ever, it should probably be Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah, give him 200 million.
He's definitely their
for
best
sure.
player.
He's a stud.
Yeah, he is.
No, he is.
What-
But when it comes to overall, say his Madden ranking, he's probably the highest ranked Madden player on the Cowboys when it comes to position rankings wise. So you can't doubt Brandon Aubrey. He's got a leg. He can kick the ball.
How high is Micah Parsons been in the Defensive Player of the Year
He's
category?
finished second twice.
Twice
Yes.
behind.
J.J. Watt 1 year, or T.J. Watt, and then I think he finished behind Miles Garrett 1 year. No. He was Aaron Donald. He finished behind Aaron Donald 1 year, and then behind Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett.
Yeah. And maybe more. I don't know. That's the only. I know that those two though, because people were saying he did get robbed that 1 year when Miles Garrett got it. I thought he should have got it.
Or
So
T.J. Watt should have got that one.
no, T.J. Watt got it 1 year,
I know.
but the Miles Garrett one, I thought Parsons should have got it.
T.J. Watt had way better stats that year.
Well, but T.J. Watt's one dimensional. I mean, Micah Parsons can cover backs out of the backfield.
Yeah.
He can play. He's more versatile, I guess.
He just said he couldn't do anything.
I did not say that. I
What?
said I said he's good at overall. He is, but sack wise, he should be better. If he's gonna ask for the most money, he should be better. He should be the number one sack.
Yeah, but they're not lining him up to rush every play like they are T.J. Watt. And the
Yeah,
Cowboys
they are.
They are now.
Fuck yeah, almost every play.
Oh, I thought he went in coverage and all that. Shit.
He does do that. Don't get me wrong. He will.
Then he
Well,
doesn't
then-
rush every
so
play.
he doesn't rush every play, so he can't get the all-time sacks.
I get it, but what I'm saying is that
Majority of the time.
majority of the time, that's what he's doing.
Well, He can play inside and outside, is what I can say. T.J. Watt, the Steelers run a 4-3 defense, so they have a natural defensive end. Cowboys run a 3-4, so Parsons is an outside linebacker, and then some of his assignments are to cover backs out of the field or tight ends and all that too. So when it comes to being more versatile, I think the better athlete is Micah Parsons over T.J. Watt. But like you said,
And
if
age,
he's got T.J. Watt's got 16, 17 sacks and Parsons got 8 or 9, like obviously sacks are like the cool thing on defense other than interceptions. So, but what do I know? We're not part of the damn awards committee or fucking whatever you call it. NFL fucking who decides those awards? NFL what?
PA?
No, that's a players association. Do they don't vote on player of the year, do they?
I thought it was the coaches.
I thought it was sports writers that did it.
Because Tone Diggs has a vote.
Yeah, well, no, that's for MVP.
It's for everything.
Tone Dig, yeah, it is for everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
okay.
all those awards.
Why does he have one?
I don't know.
To say maybe Pat McAfee got it but gave it to Diggs.
McAfee didn't want it.
The guy that gambles and does the lines and everything, they give him the most important job on the Pat McAfee show is to vote for players of the year.
He gave it to T.J. Watt.
That's like the NFL giving you
yeah.
of our show. It gives
It's
Austin the right to vote.
Associated Press.
Yeah, the AP.
The Associated Press.
Yeah, see, that's the press. So, like, say in a wild fucking world that we actually got to vote, it'd be like giving it to Austin.
Josh Jacobs.
It'd be like, I put $5 on T.J. Watt to get a sack this weekend, and he got it. He's got my vote.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's basically how it would go.
Hey, Scott, I put money on Julio Rodriguez today for Seattle to hit a home run, and it fucking hit. I couldn't believe it. I just saw it. Crazy.
Hell yeah.
It was a $20 bet. It paid out fucking $90.
We should have bet Padres
Good
money
job.
line.
Give us a fucking...
Yeah.
Make us part of the Associated Press.
I'm about to go every game. Freaking
I told you, fade the Braves, Austin.
Braves every
You don't believe me.
every game.
He told you. He told you that.
I said this 2 weeks ago.
Until Acuna comes back and Strider, we ain't gonna win shit.
Dustin, I got a question for you.
What's that?
Here we go.
This was
Why
like
are you gay?
this is the question of the day on Twitter. Okay? And I think you're most qualified to answer this.
Oh, God.
How do women ask for sex?
Good question. Next.
Give me your opinion. Nobody's judging you off of this.
Ask.
But let's put it to you this way.
Just like all y'all get asked, I'm assuming, whenever you were,
I'd never
pursuing
get
your
asked.
wife.
I'm a married man.
When you were pursuing your wife. Hey, what are you doing tonight? Or hey, what are you doing this evening or this
That's
weekend?
it?
Yeah, that's all it is. That's asking,
That's asking for it.
in my
Okay.
opinion. Yeah.
For the people listening, this guy's still a
Yeah.
virgin.
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding. But no, honestly, like your honest answer.
On, Dustin. You kept going.
How
He's
would
gonna
a
bounce
woman?
on top of you?
It's not a question that they ask. Like it's more of a like how do they
I'd say touch.
get the ball rolling? You know what I mean? Is it touch? So you're at a bar, you got a natural hottie there, with you, Dustin. If she's putting her hands on you, touching you in a certain way, or is it more of a a gift of gab that she throws at you? Is that what kind of gives you that the light bulb ping?
I think there's just the obvious indicators, that
Yeah, the touching.
the touching,
Especially if it's like, I guess like maybe let's say a one night stand kind of thing. If you got a girl rubbing all over you, I mean, those are obvious indicators too. But let's say you've gone on a couple of dates with her, hadn't got there yet.
Ooh, that's
I
tough.
know there's the whole third date rule that a lot of girls talk about, but let's throw that out the window for a second. Y'all are there, go out to a nice dinner, go out to a nice bar, and then few drinks start flowing. What point do you say like I'm getting some tonight?
I mean,
That's a
probably
good
the same
question, I
point.
think.
Probably the same point you do or Scott does. It's like when. I mean, they give off obvious indicators.
They haven't been on dates in like fucking.
They go on dates with their wife.
Oh, okay.
It's hard. The last date we went on, Austin had to watch my kids. Which, well, there was some on here that said we ask for it, not so much asking, but most women said the same way men do, which is I guess off of touchy-feely
touch.
kindness, making them laugh, body language kind of thing. Like, if toward the end of the night, there's a little bit less touching in the beginning and a little more toward the end, and then y'all are buttoned up close together. That's kind of what I read on as far as the comments went on Twitter. But Austin, what would you say?
I already told you, touch.
Touch? Scott? Scott's going to be like, baby, I want to fuck.
She has to yell it in my ear just so I know.
You've got to send a mail in a letter.
Mine is like, we got to see if our astrology signs match up together that night. I think that's what it is, depending on if it's a full moon, half moon, where the constellations are. I think that's heavenly right there. That's a great.
James asked, "What do you think of Aaron Rodgers?" That's his first thing.
So I asked, how many points do you think Duke's gonna win by the national championship?
And she says 10. Taking her home.
Yep.
That's it.
We're stopping by the fucking Circle K on the way home, picking up some condens.
Condens. There we go.
Yeah, condens. Okay, no, that was just a question of the day on Twitter. So anyway, let's get to these Yankees bats. All right, do you have that up? Anybody have that up that can explain what exactly that is?
Torpedo.
Yeah, the guy who made it his name's Aaron Linhart, who's a hidden
Aaron Judge.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say
Aaron
that.
Judge with a wig and sunglasses.
It says hitting analyst for the former Yankees hitting analyst and current Miami Marlins field coordinator Aaron Linhart, according to various MLB sources, made it, or had the idea, and Aaron Judge doesn't even use that bat. They asked him to use it, and he said, "No, I'm."
Bullshit.
He doesn't.
Really?
No, he said, "I don't use that bat because last year I didn't have it. Like I'm fine with what I have. I don't want to change anything up. Like I hit 63 home runs. Like
You come off a season where you have a season high at home.
He's already halfway freaking there.
Yeah, he didn't want to use it.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of the other guys using it. There's shortstops using it. He's like sold on
that
it.
guy right here. Chisholm.
That's not him.
Is it an obvious physical
Dude, look.
physical thing you can see?
You can see.
They move the barrel down further towards their hands.
Dude, that looks like a fucking paddle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It gets skinny at the top because
That's where they move the.
It's got to be a certain weight. I thought it would have to be like remember in Little League where those umpires slid that thing all the way down the bats?
Yeah, that's.
it just has to be within a certain length, basically.
Wow.
Essentially, there was guys using it last year. It just never really made headlines until the Brewers stunk it up in New York. I mean, it says it right here. They had how many pitchers
Shots
out?
fired.
Yeah, they had
But who used it last year?
8 of their top 13 arms were unavailable. That's what it says going for this weekend series.
Oh, that's why they lost. But who used it last year?
I gotta look back. There was an article about it on here.
Otani?
No, it was some other no names.
Okay.
Otani don't need that.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Right.
I had to get him riled up.
There you go.
The Yankees have hit 11 home runs in 3 games. 11 home runs in 3 games.
Eight in that one game.
Yeah, I'm just looking at their stats right here. 11 home runs in 3 games. I'm assuming that's the highest of any major league team right now. Now, do we know what players are hitting these home runs? Obviously, Aaron Judge is using his regular bat, so are all the other players using the other bat?
I think it was said it was like 6 players on the Yankees are using it.
Yeah.
So
Everyone-
probably.
Everyone I'm seeing is Yankees.
Yeah. What about look up Anthony Volpe? Is he using a torpedo bat?
Yeah, he's like one of the main ones. He's a shortstop. For the
Austin
Yankees.
Wells, is he using it?
Nah, he has a badass mustache.
Volpe's the one that's the shortstop's like a heavy. He's like all the way in on. He's like, man, this thing's awesome. Like, he's like, why would I not want a sweet spot bigger where I hit the ball all the time?
Yeah. To me, that just screams illegal.
Well, it's not.
Yeah.
I know it's not. Obviously, it ain't fucking. They're using it. You got all those fucking eyes on them. But Anthony Wells is the other guy with multiple home runs. And I'm curious to see if he uses the torpedo bat also.
Goldschmidt doesn't use it. He better not be. Or he's been full sellout.
It says right here, the Brewers
does use it apparently.
Brewers second baseman Rhys Hoskins is eager to get his hands on a torpedo bat after getting fucking walloped like that. He is using it. Austin Wells is using it.
Yeah, Goldschmidt and Austin Wells are using it.
Damn, man.
There you go, Scott. There's your fucking $300.
There you go.
$200
$200
or
for
200 the bats.
Tom
Go bats.
Goldschmidt and
Yeah, Goldschmidt and Judge.
There's only a couple
Judge.
people in the league that can justify not using that, in my opinion. Like, if you're like just killing it already as
if
as
you're Aaron
is,
Judge.
Aaron Judge, Altuve, guys that have like just crushed the ball their whole life, meaning like contact at least.
And think about the
Altuve
competition factor too.
hasn't done it in like 3 years.
Altuve, go look up his career stats. I'm not talking about home runs. I'm talking about contact.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
yeah.
As far as the competition factor goes, I'm sure Aaron Judge is like, they're going to use those bats. I'm going to use my bat, and we'll see. And maybe that gives him an edge. Maybe.
Is that one or
A little
no?
Competition edge.
Is that one or no?
Is what one? Yes, that is one. Yeah, you can tell.
It's
You can tell
skinnier
right
at the
there.
top. But the thing is, those guys got to get used to using it. So like, it might take a little bit.
Well, what if it was something they were using in practice and stuff, but they just waited until the beginning of the year to bring it out? That way, it wasn't banned before the season started.
No, I'm talking about like new teams trying to catch on with this, like new players, new teams. Like, it might take a little while because those guys are really, they got to make sure they can actually still hit the damn ball with that thing.
And let's not dance around the fact that this is fucking genius.
Oh, it is.
Oh, dude, it's fucking awesome.
I know it's the Yankees. I know everybody hates the Yankees. The Dodgers are pretty up there too. But you got to respect that. That's genius. The guy who
I hope they don't get rid of it.
Yeah, the guy who fucking, I guess, came up with it, he probably got a big raise as far as, I guess, the Yankees equipment manager maybe, or fucking,
He
went to the Marlins.
Some shit.
He was with the Yankees as a hitting analyst, and he went to the Marlins as their field manager now. He was an MIT graduate, is what it said.
Jesus.
Oh,
Even better.
Moneyball.
Yep.
It's freaking Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill designed these
They're
bats.
going to make a movie about that now. Billy, all we need to do is we get these bats, we flatten them out in the sweet spot. And then fucking Billy goes,
As long
how
as
can
they're-
you not be romantic about baseball?
Okay, so apparently Giancarlo Stanton used this bat last year, and
That's why he threw out his back.
he said
They
that
fucked him up.
he attributed his elbow injuries to the bat. He said he felt like the bat jacked up his elbows.
I could see that.
That dude's always hurt, though.
Yeah.
He's a fucking little...
And where did he come from? The Marlins.
Yeah, the dude's changed his name about 10 times, though. Used to be Giancarlo Mike Stanton, and then he went to his name Giancarlo and his official last name, which is something, I guess, whatever, he's from Puerto Rican, Cuba, whatever. And then he just changed it. His name for the longest time was Mike Stanton, and you could tell it was one of those... It was a name that looks like those damn callers that are like, hello, can I help you kind of caller? My name's Joe Roberts, So he kind of he kind of went back to his roots there a little bit, which, good for him. Now, if this becomes a thing where every team starts using it and the home run to strikeout ratio or home run to hit ratio just skyrockets, I mean, how do you deal with it? I mean, the pitchers are going to be complaining, I would assume.
Absolutely.
They're already complaining about these whole juice ball kind of things, about how home runs have gone up, in the past few years anyway. So if it's one of those things, is it going to be like a player versus player kind of thing to where they try to figure out what's fair and what's not fair? Or is it something that's going to stick around because, I mean, maybe it makes the game a little more entertaining, kind of like the steroids era back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that.
So it's giving them more power.
Scott had to go. It's okay.
Giving them more power to hit the ball. So the pitchers still have to do their job. They're still hitting the ball,
Yeah.
kind of. It's just giving the bat more power.
I think
So it could even out, maybe.
if you look at the way the bat is, obviously, like, a lot of foul tips and shit go off the edge of the bat. Now that space is a little bit bigger now, on your sweet spot. So I think it's a disadvantage to pitchers.
They basically moved the sweet spot down some to a spot where most hitters hit the ball.
Yeah.
As opposed to like the end of the bat, there was not really a need for that thickness down there. Like add a little bit more thickness where you hit the ball most of the time.
Yeah. The hardest thing in sports to do, and this is scientifically proven, is to hit a sphere with the cylinder. It's not even close to anything else as far as like scientific. It's been scientifically proven. Now, if they're doing something to that sphere, physically making the shape a different, I guess, flatter and more rectangular on the bat, it's clearly an advantage to the hitters.
Oh, it absolutely is.
But you got to swing that bat perfect. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
You still have to hit it. That's the whole thing.
still have to hit the ball.
Yeah, but it's more surface area that you can
Yeah.
hit the ball.
hit
on.
the ball harder.
You know a way to
I think it's going for power, not for.
Bro,
make better contact.
But it's
yeah.
widening the bat. You got more surface area to hit the ball.
It doesn't matter.
That's what he's saying. Yeah, it's a
Oh, I thought you were going in the other direction.
no.
You still have
it's
to
not.
hit it. You have to hit it hard,
Yeah,
but it's not going to go over every time. You don't know
Yes.
where the fuck it's going to go.
Yeah, it's like half cricket bat, half baseball bat. So
you know a way they could adjust immediately. Well, it's obviously like
turn the
they're
baseball into a triangle. That's what
I was
they
like,
should
hey, wiffle ball.
not gonna
Give 'em a
do
wiffle
it
ball.
anything till after the season. But you could put, how they have the shift ban right now. Unban the shift.
Yeah.
Unban the shift, and now the playing field's back towards the whole reason they banned it was because hitting
were
averages.
And
Hitting
take
averages went way down.
Take this into consideration too. There's the whole timer now on the batter in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you don't got the time to hang out there like you used to and take your time. You have a pitch clock now, so I mean, I guess what's fair is fair. So
And I don't know whether or not that was an advantage to the hitter or the pitcher of having a pitch clock. I don't know which ones. I don't know if there's like stats to show
I get it,
before and after.
The pitchers hated it
You know what I mean?
at first. But
Yeah.
I think they're.
I'm gonna look that up. I'm
yeah,
curious.
pitchers hated it and batters hated it. But I guess it's kind of like there's some pitchers that like to get up there and throw the ball quick. There's some that like to take their time, and there's batters also. I'm more against the batters taking their sweet ass time up there and then
Yes.
calling timeout. I'm more against that than pitchers getting the ball there regardless. So, I mean, no, it's a give or take kind of situation. So, yeah, not much to really go off of yet because it's just the Yankees using it. Now, let's say another team starts using them. They start scoring
sure-
32 runs in 2 games also. I mean,
I'm sure the Marlins are because
Yeah.
that guy's with the Marlins now.
gonna raise some eyebrows.
I
So.
was gonna say, it better be freaking Boston.
Yeah. Back to the college basketball. Dustin sent us a picture the other day talking about the teams in the Sweet 16, how the players went from, as far as the transfer portal goes. Austin, you had it up there. There was actually one team in the Sweet 16 where all players stayed, all starting fives actually, not players.
Yeah, none of them.
No, Purdue.
Purdue's the only
No,
one.
Purdue has their own original starting five. Everywhere else, if you were to look at this map, I'll bring it up right here. This map is off the charts of fucking transfer portal athletes that have gone to school. I get the whole Iona one, like I get that. The Belmonts, the whatever the hell that is, the St. Peter's, I believe.
What's team number 1?
Yeah, there's one Oakland.
There's a screenshot somewhere else, and it shows whose teams are
I know,
each one.
This is probably,
Oh, this is a game.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't a game, but
Yeah. Well, number one.
I don't.
Number one was a team
It was
that
Auburn.
none of those.
Apparently.
Is it Auburn?
I think it was Auburn. Oh, you know what? I think that might have been Florida, actually.
It is. Hold on.
I don't even know what those teams are.
That's Auburn. You're correct.
That is Auburn? Okay.
Yeah.
What's that first team?
Auburn,
Auburn.
has one.
No, the first one up top.
Yeah, Auburn.
Yeah, but what team is
yeah,
that?
that first-
That G right there.
Oh, I don't know.
Ganado. That G is actually. I'm not seeing it up here. I have a different one. See, there's the Eagles Morehead State. That's Duquesne. That's FIU,
Duquesne,
Georgia
yeah.
Tech, and that G. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not seeing it on this one.
Rambling, maybe? No?
It could be.
From
Now-
the G League.
So this team's in the Final Four. This Auburn team.
Mm-hmm.
They got the guys they needed to get there. Texas Tech, they got 2 starters from there. Even look at the third one, the one where the guys from St. Peter's. That's Ole Miss. They have 1 starter from Ole Miss. St. Peter's, Virginia Tech, Louisville, Vanderbilt. Is it money that's doing this?
Yes.
The Iona one, Walter Clayton, he's from Iona.
Yeah.
So I know that one's Florida, obviously Michigan State. Then you got Maryland. The next one over there, I think that's New Mexico. The second from the right, I think that's New Mexico, right?
I'm trying to look up the pic.
Oh,
There
no.
was another picture.
Oh, that's Texas Tech.
I was like, they didn't even make the.
That's
Bottom
Texas
four.
Tech. So who's the second one right there? Oh, that's Michigan, the one next to Auburn.
Really?
Yes. And then the one on the very end were UKFAU, Arizona. UKFAU.
Yeah. The one in the middle.
Ooh, I'm not sure who that is. Where is the FAU? UKFAU. Oh, that's Arkansas. The one on the far right
Arkansas
over there.
had 0 freaking players. Oh, the far right.
The far right at the top.
I'm talking about the in the middle, the fourth.
the fourth one.
Yeah, fourth
That's-
in the middle, up top.
The very middle.
Yeah.
That's Florida. They have one player. Yeah, because Walter Clayton's from Iona. Yeah. The one on the far right, obviously the kid that came from Kentucky with Calipari, that's Arkansas. Obviously Duke here. The one with Oakland, I saw that one earlier. That the player from Oakland is Arizona on the second from the
From
left.
UNC.
Yeah, UNC,
Alabama.
Oakland. Yeah, that's
What's a camel?
that's Arizona.
Campbell's Campbell.
Campbell Camels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then obviously BYU there. What is that one in the middle right there? Is that Alabama?
One of them had literally zero
that's
teams from their
Yeah.
players from their team.
That could be the last one at the bottom to the last one left.
Oh, that's Kentucky.
Is it?
Yeah, the second from the
with
from the
Drexel?
right.
With Drexel?
You mean Dayton?
Or
Dayton, Drexel. Yeah, that's Kentucky.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah,
They have
0.
no players from Kentucky either, do they? Nope. Tennessee has a couple. That's insane. If you add all those schools up, shit. Yeah, Alabama's the one next to it. Wow.
Alabama's where?
Alabama's the one with the Ohio at the top, the fourth one from the left at the bottom.
I can't find that picture. Like the one, there was a picture somewhere it had.
No, I have it right here.
Oh, you have it? It had like
Yeah.
the team.
Where's Ohio at the top?
Ohio's the fourth row. I mean the second row, the fourth team from the left. That's Alabama.
Which ones are the ones that?
Oh, okay.
which
I
ones
was looking
have
for Ohio
no
State.
players from their original roster?
It was Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yes, I believe it was Kentucky. Yeah, none.
What's that?
Even on the bench either.
What are these schools?
Which ones?
The two for Kentucky, the two bottom ones.
The
That's
two,
a badass mascot.
the two bottom ones from Kentucky. That's
These.
Drexel. That's Dayton.
Dayton?
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Oklahoma.
that's a badass.
That's
freaking-
That's Delaware. The bird.
Yeah.
The one right above
that
Drexel
one?
is Delaware. Yes.
That one.
Oh, that one's badass.
That one above Dayton. That's Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you.
I like that freaking.
San Diego
Logo.
State.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. And that's pretty interesting. That's crazy. What the transfer portal's doing for these guys, and these kids are like, think about the opportunities they're getting to travel everywhere.
What's this one?
Which one? That's Kentucky. Oh, that's Kennesaw State.
Kennesaw State?
Yeah. North Dakota State. The bear over here on the left is Oakland. Tulane. Oh, they got a kid from North Texas there.
UNT?
No, that second one from the top, Michigan.
Yeah, right there.
Michigan has a guy from North Texas. Yep. That's crazy.
So they also have no players from their original roster. Michigan.
Nope. They sure don't.
From Yale?
I wonder if they even lost their coach. Is that a new coach that they have? I wonder if their
Yeah,
coach left.
I don't know if that matters nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, look at all these teams.
Coach Cal only brought one guy from Kentucky when he went to Arkansas.
One starter.
Starter.
One
yeah.
starter. Well, I mean, I got him right here. So Arkansas.
They got two.
Oh, he
guys, I
brought
think.
he brought three guys over.
Three
from
guys, yeah.
Kentucky. Yeah. Dude, that's insane.
I think we can start our own team.
What's the U right there? Oh, the one I'm looking at. He's not a starter. Upstate who?
Upstate New York University.
No, it's a green school. Either way, I don't even know upstate New York. I don't even know what colors there are. Shit. Okay, do we got anything else? Yankees torpedo bats, they are here to stay.
For the time being.
Any other stories, Dustin? You have anything else?
There was something I was thinking of earlier, but I don't think so.
Oh, we need to do
You wanted to talk about some baseball? that what you want to talk about? I guess we can give early predictions. Early predictions. Let's go pennant winners, not World Series winners.
Okay.
How long are these torpedo bats lasting? That's gonna be my.
They're gonna last a whole year.
Okay,
I think.
give me the Yankees.
Yeah. I think the Orioles are gonna win the AL. this
AL
year.
East.
No, the AL pennant.
So the Yankees aren't even.
Write
gonna
it
win.
down. The Yankees to win the AL pennant.
Wait, the Yankees
I mean
or
the
Orioles?
the Orioles. Goddamn. You keep saying Yankees, you keep fucking me up, dude. I got a lot of shit going on right now. I got some dark shit in my head, man.
Oh, there was a trivia question, but we'll do that once I get through this. It was an MLB one.
And as far as I'm gonna make a bold prediction as far as the NL goes, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. All right, I think the Cincinnati Reds make it at least to the NLCS. They did pick up a lot of guys this offseason. And if not them, the New York Mets. That's really not a surprise, but they did just sign a guy to a bigger deal than Shohei Ohtani had. But ain't looking good for the Brewers right now. 0-3. Them, the Braves, our two teams, Austin. The only 0-3 teams in the league.
I'd rather-
Oh, no, the Twins are 0-3.
I'd rather take that than going freaking 14-0 because we usually fall
Fizzle
off.
out. Yeah.
Fall off.
I did see in that article about the torpedo bats. You'll have out of y'all's 13 arms, you'll have 8 of them hurt right now. The Brewers.
Torpedo bats.
Yeah, in the article was something about the Brewers like pitching woes, and basically it said like the top 8 pitchers they'll have are hurt.
Yeah.
Out of the 13.
I don't even know one pitcher for the Brewers. Who's the best one?
Dude, we lost a lot. We lost a lot of pitchers.
Who's the best one?
We lost Corbin Burns a couple years. Where did he end up going?
He went somewhere. I read an article about off-season moves. He did go somewhere.
Corbin Burns, he went to the Orioles last year. But
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now.
so our best pitcher is probably Nestor Cortez. He's that dude that has that weird lineup that came over from the Yankees. I wonder if he got lit up against the Yankees. If that's the guy that gave it. He's got a 36.0 ERA.
That's not bad.
Yeah, he was pitching today. That had to be him. One guy that we did get back that was good last year, I think his name, Freddie Peralta. He's pretty good. And then, dude, I'm only seeing 2 pitchers that we had last year on this roster.
That's crazy.
And there's no one that I know.
Jared Koenig, he's a reliever. But, yeah, Freddie Peralta, I'd say, and Nestor Cortez, which, I mean, Nestor Cortez has a 36.0 ERA. Jared Koenig has a 27.0 ERA. That'll do it. That'll get you fired. So, anyway, guys, we don't really have much else. We do got to do this drawing.
Oh, one thing real quick. Quiz.
Wait,
It's
yeah.
super simple, quick one.
What?
There's 2 teams this year that are playing in minor league stadiums. 2 MLB teams. Who are those 2 teams?
The Athletics.
That's one of them. Who's the other one?
The Orioles?
No, it's
Someone there, Vegas?
dude. I heard this.
Minor league stadiums?
Is AL or NL?
Oh, it's gonna be too easy.
No, it's
There's
not.
16 teams in each thing.
One of them. Okay, the other one's in the AL. Also. Both in the AL.
White Sox? No.
So I'm looking at the teams right now. Is it the Twins? No. They always had a shitty stadium. The White Sox.
I said that.
The Blue Jays.
Tampa Bay Rays.
Tampa Bay. That was my next guess.
That hurricane or whatever jacked up their roof, and then
Yeah, dude, but they've been needing a new stadium.
they just fell through. They had like a big plan for like $1 billion stadium, and it all just fell through recently. Now they're gonna try to redevelop that old crappy one.
You know what they should do? Move that team to San Antonio.
The Rays?
They're
playing at the Yankees like spring training stadium or whatever.
They should just move the team to San Antonio. You think we'd
That'd
have
be cool.
You think we'd have a good?
Enough following?
Yeah.
I think so.
Would you be a San Antonio baseball fan?
No.
You know what they should call it? They should call it Wonder
you?
Franco Field. Is what they should name the Rays.
Would you switch from the Braves
Nope.
to the Rays?
I don't
if they
think
were in
so.
San Antonio? No?
I'd go to the games though.
I'd go to the games, but I don't think I could switch from the Astros.
Nah, I wouldn't switch
to
either.
the San Antonio Rays.
I like the Brewers, but as far as Texas team, I've always liked the Rangers too. But hopefully they can get back to the World Series.
You didn't go watch the fucking Brahmas kick ass yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
You did
On TV.
Second.
On TV.
That's gonna get going pretty soon. This that what is it? UFL now?
Yeah, it started. It just started.
No, I mean it's gonna start like we're gonna it's gonna fucking start. The season's gonna actually start. The first game doesn't count.
We should be on the freaking sidelines.
Yeah, we need to start placing bets for that shit too. Okay, let's do the drawing. Thank you everybody for voting on our Mount Rushmore.
Tomorrow.
What?
So I'll call the Rock tomorrow and see if we can get some tickets.
Thanks for everybody for voting for our Mount Rushmore.
This is for the apps.
The apps?
Yeah.
The appetizers?
The appetizers ones.
Okay. All right.
We haven't done the one for liquors yet.
All right. Spin it. Winner wins a $20
From the
Venmo
loser.
or Cash App from the loser. And it is Kirk Scheidt. Our young buddy, Kirk Scheidt.
Kirk Scheidt.
Congratulations, Mr. Kirk Scheidt. Who lost that one?
It was
I think it was me.
Dustin.
Dustin lost the appetizer one?
I don't know. It was pretty close.
I think I did.
Well, the 90s country one you lost, but I paid for it. So, yeah, you get this one then.
No, actually, Dustin did not lose.
I lost this one.
It was between you and Scott. You both had one vote.
All right. Well, you sent it this time, Dustin. All right, the next one.
I don't know.
Dustin's gonna.
I have to type all that shit in.
Oh, I thought you had it ready.
No, hell no. We only had like 4 votes.
Well, I think I won.
We'll just
Yeah, you won it.
remove
but-
them real quick.
I know. Let's
Yeah.
see. Hold on.
Well, we got to do this Mount Rushmore.
Cool.
Mount Rushmore, and then we're out of here. The Mount Rushmore is going to be father, son, or can we
No.
do siblings too? Or
You got to call Scott then. We need 4.
oh,
Yeah, we need 4 people.
oh, okay. Let me see. He said he had to go, so if he can't do it, then we'll just do it next time. We're already an hour and a half in anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just said he had to go. Yo,
What's up?
can you do the Mount Rushmore real quick or no?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
It is going to be father-son duos, not just in sports, but
My
anything.
gosh.
It's everything.
Yeah.
Oh, anything?
Anything.
Okay. Who's got first? James?
No, I'm last.
No, I thought you were first.
No,
You won.
I can't pick where I go.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I go last. Oh, you know what? I'll go first.
Wait, hold on. So yeah, what do you want? I need order, guy.
Hmm?
I need order.
All right.
Yeah, pick the order.
All right. Since I won, do I have to go first?
No, you can pick the order. Pick
No, just go wherever you want, I say.
you pick.
All right.
I mean, I would like to go first.
I want to go last. So
If that was me.
Scott goes first. Who wants to go second?
It doesn't matter. Pick.
I'll go second.
Dustin goes second. Austin goes third. You see how I gave y'all a chance there? So
Yeah.
always make me last. All right, Scotty.
I'm going to go with the obvious. The glorious King LeBron
Oh,
and Bronny
my
James.
You
God.
fucking. All right, he can't go first.
That's good. He got a great pick first to get it,
Jesus
get that
Christ.
out of the way for us.
All right,
The man on the Lakers.
Dustin, you are next.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go with the Griffies.
Griffey's okay.
Oh, I knew that was going to be a good.
Give me Mr. George W. H. Bush and his son George W. Bush.
that one.
No, I told you that earlier. This is- I was getting off-
No, I said it,
No,
and
you
you were
didn't.
like,
Nuh-uh.
you were like, I got that one.
Oh,
Real quick,
two great Americans.
Can
You can do whatever you want.
we go like make believe?
It's father son duo.
All right,
You can go movies. You can do
Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, that's a good one. Fucking nerd.
Mm-hmm. All right, and I go second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do all these make believe ones. I'm gonna stay away from sports, But this is going to, like, probably throw a little people off. Hopefully people know who they are. But I'm going to go Mr. Frank Abagnale Sr. and Mr. Frank Abagnale Jr. and catch me if you can.
I know who
remember
you
that.
Yeah.
I know who you are. Or who they are. Scott, do you know who they are?
You know why the
No,
Yankees
yeah.
always win?
That,
Because they wear pinstripes. Great fucking. Oh, great movie.
that's a bad pick.
That's a great movie.
I already told you what I'm going to do. Give me my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and his Father, God.
Oh, he's just
God.
playing. He's just playing
Oh
to
my
try to
God.
win. Who's gonna vote against that? Who's gonna
He
vote
doesn't even
against that?
believe in those.
We're gonna find out who's really religious, whoever votes, and who's not right here.
My Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Austin's gonna put everybody that comments. He's gonna say, "Do you hate Jesus? Do you hate God? Have you accepted the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?"
I was going to do that with the first one. Like, hey, you hate George Bush? You can't hate George Bush.
Jesus.
Yeah, y'all are fucked.
All right.
I got a good one. It's kind of funny, actually.
All right, who do you got? You're up.
Wait, is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Bill and Steven Belichick.
Oh, okay. That's pretty
Terrible.
good. I like it. All right.
Scotty's got 2 picks.
Scott, yeah, you got 2.
I'm gonna go with Kobe Bryant and Joe Bryant, and then I'm gonna go with Bobby Bonds and Barry Bonds.
All right.
I thought about doing that one.
Yeah, I saw that one on this weekend list. That's pretty good. Pretty good there,
And then
Scott.
my last one's gonna be Make the Move.
You can't say anything. All right. Dustin, go second.
Oh, God. Could I do... this might be too controversial.
Oh, my.
Kim Jong-un and whatever the guy was what his dad before.
Oh, I got fucking George W. and he's got fucking Kim Jong-un.
Damn. You take your pick.
0.
You fucking communist, Dustin. You fucking communist.
Yes,
I'm not
you-
saying that they were...
Yes, you can.
They were just
Yes,
notable.
you can.
They were just notable people.
Oh, man.
His dad was the ruler for a long time, and then
All right, go.
Ruthless-
We
by the
can't
way,
talk about this.
ruthless dictators.
No, we can't. His next one's gonna be fucking Hitler and his son.
You're telling me George W. couldn't beat fucking Kim Jong in a fucking fight?
All right, go ahead, Austin. Let's go. We ain't got that much time.
Dude, give me Roberto Clemente and his father, Sandy.
Sandy, okay. All right. These are my last ones. Julian McGarity and Sonny Koufax.
Damn it.
Big Daddy. And my last one, I had to save the best for last. Simba and Mufasa.
Yeah, that was a good one, too.
Yes, sir.
You might win this one. I'm sure know who's not.
If you don't win, Austin, we have some bad people listening to this show. Where the fuck did you come? Why Kim Jong Un?
I was just thinking of like
Dude,
world leaders.
It's a power fucking couple or power father son duo.
I don't know if it was his grandpa that was before him, or if it was his dad. To be honest, I'd have to look at that.
You can't tell us when a woman wants to ask for sex, but you can tell us who the best father-son duo is in Korea.
North Korea, by the way.
Oh yeah, gotta put that on there.
All right, Austin, it's back to your turn.
Oh wait, I thought we were done.
No,
1, 2, 3.
no, y'all have one more. No, wait, are we done? Yeah, I am
Should
done.
have one
Yeah.
more.
No, we were done.
Does Dustin have 4?
Now we got one more.
Yeah,
There's
y'all
only
got one
3.
more to go back.
No, you got
You're
the
on
bond.
a
You got the
count.
bonds, Bryant.
Yeah, and Kobe.
I only have 3.
LeBron. That's only 3.
Yeah, y'all. I have 4. Y'all got to go back now.
Shit. Ah, I was too busy fucking laughing.
All right, Austin, your pick.
Give me Reese Bobby and Ricky Bobby.
Ooh, okay, I gotta give you a thought. That's a good one. That was a good one. I should have said that one.
If you're not first, you're last, baby.
Yes, that don't make no sense. There's always second, third.
Well, hell, there's always Kim Jong Un.
I never said that.
Justin, what you got?
Okay, I got.
They hate us because of they ain't
This
us.
is, this is the one to help offset this last one. John Quincy Adams and his son.
Wow, dude. What freaking history forum did you have to go to look that one up?
Me and James were actually talking about that.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking presidents, and I said I'm pretty sure John Quincy Adams and John Adams were
Yeah,
father
like, I
son.
don't know.
That's two
Are they,
pretty
are
historic.
they brothers or?
Fun fact, real
It's father,
quick.
father, son.
Did y'all know that it wasn't Lincoln's idea to abolish slavery? It was John Quincy Adams' idea to abolish slavery. Lincoln just took the idea. Good guys. Good guys. Great founding fathers there. All right, Austin, it is your turn.
No.
No,
Scott's
you already
last
went.
one.
Scott, your last one.
I'm gonna go Marlin and Nemo from Finding Nemo.
Okay, that's a little wild card there. All the girls that vote on it, fucking, probably gonna.
This is
Probably
probably
gonna sway this.
this is probably the most
Come on,
wide
make
open
it
one we
dance.
have.
Come on, make it dance.
You know what's crazy? Like in the top 10 greatest father-son athlete duos, LeBron and freaking Bronny are the same. You know we forgot too, and this I think it would have counted, but Archie, Peyton, Eli, and
Archie's-
Arch.
Yeah.
Yeah. That,
Oh, 100% that would have counted.
Archie and Peyton.
I was
Archie,
gonna take that over the Barry
Dale
Bonds one.
Curry
I
and
should've.
Steph Curry. We missed that one.
You said that first.
Yeah, I said it while we were downstairs talking about it. Okay, I gotta play the outro, Scott. We are done.
All right.
All right, later then. All right. Anything else? Final Four coming up soon. Get your picks in. We like Florida, and I like Duke. Dustin and Scott like Florida, and they like Houston also to cover. We'll see how much that line moves. We'll put those picks out on Twitter, and then after that, all we got to bet on is hockey and baseball. So it's gonna be pretty fucking boring after that.
Hockey's been hot.
And if y'all want to start a GoFundMe to send me to the damn Final Four, go ahead. When do you want to start that?
I don't know how to start a website, so.
Yeah. Okay, and that's it. We're out of here. We'll see you guys later.